Jerry, Gerald, or whatever else they happen to call me. I've been here for 29 years. We've been doing this for 30. My job is to see that everything gets done, everything gets put away. It's all done through volunteers. Everyone here is a volunteer. We have no paid staff. We collect nothing from the bishop or the state or the county. Or we have donations from the stores. Trader Joe is a very big supporter. Winco, Safeway, Costco, they all contribute. So we have bread and some desserts and stuff to give out. But we do serve a good meal. It's a balanced meal. We have all the food groups. We serve it warm with, hopefully, hospitality. Sometimes we may get a little grumpy, but they like to come here and eat and have a night out, and which is fine. We don't care. All they got to do is be hungry to come in. We don't, as you see, we don't make them listen to sermons or anything like that. They're all welcome.
My name is Jim Mize, and I'm the General Coordinator of Sharing God's Bounty. Sharing God's Bounty has been around for 29 years. In that time, we've served 980,000 meals. Next year, in January of 2013, we will celebrate our 30th anniversary, and we will serve our 1 millionth meal. I've been there since the beginning. I was one of the founders of it. And it's not my job. This is what I do because I care about the poor. Actually, during the daytime, I'm a judge, a Sacramento Superior Court judge. And that I believe that everybody, no matter who they are, whether they're lawyers or judges or doctors or teachers, we all owe an obligation to give back to the poor, particularly in an area like Sacramento where there's a lot of poor and underprivileged folks who need food. We have a particular philosophy in Sharing God's Bounty, which is the name of our program, and that is that we like to serve dignity, and along with dignity we offer a hot meal. And the more important thing, frankly, for a lot of these folks is to give people the opportunity to feel like they're really alive. You'll notice that nobody waits in line inside. When they come in here, they're seated, and then we wait in line as the servers to serve them. That's all part of the concept, that people get to sit down with their friends and have maybe a cup of coffee and a meal and enjoy themselves, and then feel like they've been waited on, feel like they've been treated, again, with dignity at least one time during the week. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. We've been around for, as I said, 29 years, and we will be around until the last person knocks on our door and says they're hungry. We probably have as many as 100 volunteers on a given week, and down to as few as maybe 30 or 40. It just all depends, because we don't require anybody to be here on any given day. It's basically whenever somebody can come, so that it varies quite a bit. But generally speaking, if somebody wants to work, we always have the opportunity for them to work.
Going back to the guests that come.
Yes.
Are all of them all homeless?
That's an excellent question. About 20 years ago, we had a group called AmeriCorps come, and they did a study of our people, and they found that we have more homeless people that come to this program than almost any other program in town, including Loaves and Fishes. So the answer is we do have a lot of homeless, and if you see them coming, you'll see many of them come walking, many of them pushing carts. Many of them, if they come in a car, they'll come in a very old car, and then there'll be 8 people come and spill out of the car, or they may come on a bus. But many of the people that are here really and truly don't have any place to go after they leave here, and they will be sleeping in the streets at night, and that includes the kids.
So, on a nightly basis, how many people would you say come to this place to give?
Well, one thing that's interesting that you'll note after you've been here for a while is that we have more people at the end of the month than at the beginning, because at the beginning of the month people have gotten their welfare checks, their TANF checks, their aid to families with dependent children checks, and so that we'll serve maybe 300 to 400 meals at the beginning of the month, and at the end of the month we'll serve as many as 500, 600, 700. For Thanksgiving we'll serve normally 1,000. And for Christmas, last couple of years, we've served between 1,300 and 1,500. We have the biggest Christmas program in the Sacramento area, without question.
It was a very enlightening experience because, I've heard of the soup kitchens, but I've never really been a part of it, and just going there, seeing how people are, and like how unfortunate they are and how fortunate we are. It opened my eyes a lot, and just when I was volunteering, Alex and I, we were servers who were serving drinks to people, and just getting that interaction with the people, it was good, because some of those people, they don't have a home or anything, and it was they just want people to talk to. So that's what we did, and we were able to like interact with the people, and it was it opened up my eyes, because as we were talking in class, people have a certain stigma about homeless people, how like they're rude, or they're rude, and they just want to be like us, isolated from society. But from what I got from my experience was that it was a lot different. They're funny people. They just want to enjoy their conversation with other people who come to the local soup kitchen. And just my overall experience, it really opened my eyes a lot to poverty that we have in Sacramento.
I think it's good that we did this project, because I know that in Sacramento, poverty is really prevalent in this area, and there are a lot of homeless people and people that go without shelter or food every day, and I know that a lot of people do go hungry every night, so that's why I think it's really good that we did this.
Poverty affects everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. You could end up living a comfortable life one day, and then the next day you just realize that you lost almost everything. And it's really unfortunate how this happens so easily in this world. But I think what gives me hope in humanity is the fact that there are places like soup kitchens or homeless shelters, and what's more are selfless people who are able to give up like a day from their busy week to just try and give back to the community, to do something for these people who are in need, because it's really rare to see someone help another out who's on the street looking for help. But I mean, when I volunteer at Soup Kitchen, as much as I can, I definitely see a lot of people who obviously care. They're not doing this because they always have to. They're doing this because they're just doing it because they enjoy it. They like doing it for other people.
Overall, I thought this was an extremely humbling experience. It was really sad to see all the kids there, because we take advantage every day how we're able to go to drive-thru or like open our fridge and we can eat whatever we want. But these kids don't get a chance to eat that often, so they have to like take advantage of the food that they get at the shelter. But I also thought it was really interesting that we were able to like interact with them and talk to them and like see how they were doing, because it really seemed like just simple company really made their day.
Hi, so volunteering at St. Philomene's Soup Kitchen was a great experience. I got to experience firsthand with those who are under poverty, and it seems like a really warm place for those to come and have a warm meal. And I saw a lot of people talking and smiling, and it's a nice place for those who need food to come to. Also, at St. Philomene's, those who come to receive food are actually served, and they don't have to come up and get their food by themselves, and it just feels like they're more respected there.
I'm really glad that our group decided to go to a soup kitchen, because soup kitchens are a great place to help those in need without having a lot of money or resources. You get to see the problem firsthand, and you get to speak to them personally, and you get to talk to them. They get to see you smile, you get to make them smile, you can have a conversation with them. I don't know, I always just liked it more than giving them stuff. Although that's important too, of course, because they need it. Basically, what our group wants you guys, the class, to get from this is to not let something like a lack of resources stop you from helping those in need, or make you feel like you can't change someone's life for the world. because, you know, sometimes all you need to donate is your time.